Hi, Verl Workman, and welcome to another edition of Workman Wisdom. Today we're going to talk about all of the things we've done to focus and build our business plan and how we put it into a format that allows us to manage it at a really high level. This process is called the Workman Success System's Agile Project Management System. Long name, simple process. The way Agile works is it allows you to take all of the things that you want to do this year, put them onto what I call an idea backlog, and I'll show you how we prioritize them. So let me just go to the screen real quick. And what you're looking at right here is you're looking at Christy Buck's team. Now, Christy Buck is a coaching client in Houston, Texas, who has a pretty significant Agile. Now, when you look at the things she wants to do, let me just give you a list of some of her activities that she would like to focus on this year. She wants to hire a transaction coordinator, hire 2 inside salespeople. She wants to help Michelle get more accountability. She has to do a boot camp program to launch Coach that she's going to launch at Coach Training, an online listing presentation, weekly turns, weekly Thursday training schedule. These are all these things. If you'll scroll down, you can see she's got a long list of things on her Agile that she wants to complete. One of the things on her Agile earlier this year, she wanted to create a turkey day. Well, I'm going to say that when you look at the list of projects and go all the way to the bottom for me and look at all of these projects, how do you decide as a business owner, as a real estate agent, as a manager, what to do first? And so I'm going to teach you how Agile works. At first, we begin by making a list of everything we can think of that we'd like on the project backlog. All the things you want to work on, your 10 specific your 5 business goals or your 5 personal goals. You put them on your project backlog. A project backlog could be something as simply as starting a monthly video blog. It could be something as easy as getting your social media strategy up and operating. It could be something real complicated like hiring a bookkeeper, someone to take care of your financials. There's so many things that we do as business owners that we just don't get around to. Because what happens is we come into work and we have a tendency to deal with the noisiest thing instead of the thing that happens to be the most important. So here's how we do it. So we begin by creating a numbering system. Now this left-hand column says order of importance. And what the order of importance means, it means that we actually look at the Agile process, we look at all of our activities that we want to do, and we assign each of them a number, in any number at all. So I could start with the number 500, for example, turkey days of 500. While hiring 2 ISAs might be a 700. It doesn't mean that it's 200 points higher, it just means that it's higher. And when I'm going through my idea backlog or my project backlog, I always want to make sure that I leave enough space to be able to put other projects in. So as I'm going through ordering everything, I put a number by every project. When I'm done, you simply click on this little arrow right here next to importance, and then you sort Z to A. It then reorders all your projects and put them in order, with the highest priority being 1,000 all the way down to the lowest priority. Now, as a business leader, the first thing you have to realize is that we don't ever work on more than 2 or 3 projects at a time. It's not physically possible to have 15 projects working and have it really work well unless you've got a massive staff. And so what we do is we decide what we're going to work on next, and we give it what I call a sprint date. That's the date that we're actually going to start working on that project. So this says 12/27/2016. Oh, she's got several. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projects starting 12/27. Now, in my opinion, that's too many. So on our next coaching call, Christy and I are going to have a chat. We're going to talk about that many projects. Fortunately for Christy, she's got an exceptional staff, an office manager, and several administrative assistants that can each take projects on and get them done. So when you're doing the kind of volume she does and have the staff you do, you might be able to work on more projects. Now let me show you what happens when you have your project backlog done. Then you give it a sprint date. The sprint date simply means we're going to go. Now as you look at this, I want you to look at a clear definition of what the goal is, who the project owner of that is, and when you expect it to be done. The next thing you want to use on the project backlog or on the Agile is you want to write down whatever the impediments are. Your job as the team leader, your job as the business manager, your job as the owner is to remove the impediments of the people that are working on your Agile project backlog. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm just going to use a simple thing. We want to do a Thanksgiving pie giveaway, so we created an Agile for that. So all of the things that had to be done for the pie giveaway for Thanksgiving created a to-do list. So once we take it off the project backlog, we decide we're actually going to do that project. We then create what's called a sprint. That's just like it sounds. That means we're in the game and we're going, we're running. It's a sprint. Let's get it done. We make a list of all of the to-do items that have to be done. We give them a value of importance so we know what order they need to be done in. We write down who the task is assigned to, when it's expected to be done by, what the objective is until we have the project complete. At a glance, as a business manager, as a manager or an owner, I can go in and I can look at all of the different tabs on the bottom and see all of the sprints that are going on in my business. So I have a clear understanding of what's really going on. You see, one of the biggest things that we help our clients do is we help them to think strategically about their business. So instead of it being accidental and just showing up and doing stuff as it makes the most noise, you now intentionally are thinking through the most important things that you want to accomplish in your business and life. We use a simple tool in Google Drive called the Workman Success Agile Project Management System. I encourage you to take a look at Agile and see how you can incorporate that into your business. Look, if you don't have access to an Agile, you don't know how to use it, would like some help with that, sign up for a free business consult with one of our business consultants, and we'll give you a copy of a blank Agile and spend a few minutes with you showing you how to do a project backlog. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Workman Wisdom.